Sometimes $60 is a bit too much for a game, so in this video, we'll be taking a look at 10 PS4 games that are available for under $30. These prices were taken directly from Amazon, and keep in mind that prices do fluctuate all the time. So with that being said, let's get right into this. Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection for $25. Assassin's Creed has gotten a bit stale in recent years, but I think the majority of us still have fond memories of the Ezio trilogy, or if you've never played them, Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection is a great pickup. It compiles Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations all in one package. The games are great even though they have that sense of sameness the series is notorious for. Still, for $25, it's a great pickup.
I'll kill you for what you've done!
Impressive. All that remains is the deed.
You flew, Ezio! You flew!
You are the leader now. Unite the assassins.
Insieme per la vittoria! Vittoria!
And take back Roma.
If I want, I take! Kill the assassin!
I intend to write a book about you one day.
If you do, Machiavelli, make it short.
Watch Dogs 2 for $29.99. Watch Dogs was one of the most anticipated games early on in this generation. Many would say it didn't live up to the hype, however, it set the foundation for the sequel to deliver, and that's what Watch Dogs 2 did. It improved in nearly every area and was more of a complete experience. If you played Watch Dogs and were disappointed, the sequel is still worth a look, and for just $29.99, it's pretty damn good. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End for $29.99. If you have a PlayStation 4 and you somehow don't have Uncharted 4, well then you're really missing out. It's a conclusion to an amazing franchise by Naughty Dog, and Uncharted 4 represents the culmination of a decades-long worth of work from the studio. From gameplay to storytelling, every area of the game is at an extremely high level. Now being available for just $29.99, you can't go wrong with it.
This way! Right behind you!
Sully, we're running out of time here!
Hold on, kid. Nearly there.
Dark Souls 3 for $28. Dark Souls became one of the biggest franchises last generation, and From Software wrapped up the series, at least for now, with Dark Souls 3, which, much like Uncharted 4, it represents the culmination of FromSoft's work in the series, and it shows. It's the strongest game in the franchise, from design, gameplay, etc. If you've been a fan of the franchise, you probably already played Dark Souls 3, and if you haven't, you really should, and now for $28, it's well worth it. Tales from the Borderlands for $10. Few would think a Telltale interactive story experience crossed with Borderlands would create something great, but that's exactly what Tales from the Borderlands is. It's got witty humor, a great cast of characters, and an engaging story. Now it's available for just $10, and at that price, it's a steal.
Gentlemen, the bot, prime it. Time to clock in. Hi. Kill them all! Don't shoot my face!
You lost the money?
In a neighborhood of Fat Planet nut jobs.
Once we found it, we can talk about who gets what and how much.
We're not vault hunters.
Really? Did you think you could follow my footsteps?
The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition for $29.99. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim was a terrific game on last generation platforms, however it did suffer from technical limitations on last generation consoles, and while some of those limitations are still present in the remastered The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition, it's a far better experience. Along with the technical improvements comes all of the DLC content, and for $30 it's not a bad pickup. Bioshock the Collection for $25. Bioshock was one of the defining franchises of last generation, and Bioshock Collection compiles all 3 games from last generation, Bioshock, Bioshock 2, and Infinite, all on one disc. Obviously, you also see the typical technical improvements, but regardless, those are 3 great games, with Bioshock 1 and Infinite being 2 of the highest reviewed games ever, and 2 is still very good. For $25, the Bioshock Collection is a bargain.
It's time to finish this.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. There's already a fight. The question is, which side you on?
Wouldn't it be wonderful if I could do with a knife what Picasso did with a brush?
Could use a friend right now!
I think we've got trouble.
Go back to the Sodom from which you came!
Let me go! Catch!
That'll do!
Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition for $20. With the announcement of Middle-earth Shadow of War, now wouldn't be a bad time to play the excellent first game, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. It's an open-world action-adventure game with great combat, something similar to Batman Arkham, amazing visuals, as well as a solid story. The Game of the Year Edition includes the DLC content, and for $20, that's a pretty good deal.
Claim the head yourself. Kill him! Bet you thought I'd die! Guess what? I didn't! I'm gonna make you die now!
Titanfall 2 for $23. Unlike the first Titanfall game, Titanfall 2 made its way over to the PlayStation 4. Unfortunately, it went very under the radar. It was released around the time of other FPS juggernauts such as Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. However, you can make an easy argument that Titanfall 2 was better than both of those games. It improved in every area from the first game, added a campaign mode that was fairly good, and had much more content. Now being just $23, it's a great game for an excellent price. finally, Doom for $20. Doom came among the wave of excellent first-person shooters in 2016, one of those being Titanfall 2, but the interesting thing about Doom is that its strength came in its single-player component. It's not your typical 4 to 6 hour campaign, it's around 12 hours and a very well-paced experience. The multiplayer is also okay, but compared to a lot of other titles, it's not the FPS you're gonna keep going back to. Still, for $20, the single-player alone is easily worth it.
Demonic threat reduced by 25%.
So that wraps up 10 awesome PS4 games for under $30. What do you think? Have any of these deals grabbed your attention? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.